Doobity-doobity-doo. Doobity-doobity-doo. Ba-doom. Ba-doom. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Doobie-doop. Shooby-doop. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Ba-da-dum, boom, boom. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Biddy-doo-biddy-doo-biddy, bam, bam. Biddy-doo-biddy-boo-biddy, boom, boom. Biddy-doo-biddy-boo-biddy, bam, biddy-biddy-boo-biddy, boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-dum, boom, boom. Ba-da-dum, boom, boom. Da-dum, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 bam. Biddy-doo-biddy-doo-biddy-ding-biddy-ding. So I hope you've arrived in this space and time with me. Thank you for tuning in. This is season 2 of Decolonizing Is. Last season, we were in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a transfer of power from one US president to another. Now, things are different, the same. What do you think? Today, I want to talk about us, all of us. Wherever one of us is suffering at the hands of corporations, corrupt government, authoritarianism, censorship, we're all suffering. So a moment of silence and solidarity with everyone around the world right now who is suffering. We're with you. I'm with you. I am you. I love you. The things that happen around the world and the ways that our governments react are important to notice. Do we jump to help, or do we jump to make profit? That's us. That's us. Our governments reflect us. They reflect what we care about. So let's start or continue to let them know what we care about. In Latin America, fascist governments have been on the rise thanks in part to 45. And what the US does now is very important because governments, police, military are murdering people in the streets, peaceful protesters. Governments are raising taxes on the middle class. That's you. That's me. That's us. When they have nothing left to give. The people who suffer the most are Black and brown people, indigenous people. When? When is it enough? How much does it take for us to see? How much suffering do we have to see before we care, before we stop thinking about ourselves and our comfort and our privilege and start to listen, to look at the ugly truth in this world, to care, to say something, to do something? What does it take? I'm asking. I want to know. In the state of Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis is using the same tactics that have been used in authoritarian governments, in communist governments, taking away individual freedoms, penalizing protests, restricting voting rights. Restricting voting rights. Who does that affect the most? Why are these bills being passed in the Florida legislature? Why? The way society operates right now, all of us are paying for the profit of a few. And it's not a conspiracy. You know who these people are. They're millionaires, they're politicians, they're billionaires. We know their names. When is enough enough? When we say that enough is enough. Don't think that it can't happen here in the United States. It's already happening. Anytime a law passes that penalizes the working class and exempts corporations and the richest people, the most privileged people, the people with the most resources in our country, when they get away with not contributing to society, we suffer. Everyone, every working class person suffers. And right now may not feel like it because we're comfortable or we're good, but look at Colombia, look at Nicaragua, look around the world. The more they take and take and take, the harder it is to get back. So we have to pay attention. We have to talk about it with each other, with our representatives. We have to build voting power. If we can put a politician in place that serves us because we put them there, that's power. If we can take somebody away because they didn't do what they needed to do for us, that's power. Don't give this power away to just anybody. Don't give this power away because you think you have something in common with this person. Doesn't matter. The most important thing is, what are our representatives gonna do for us? Your tax money is already being used. Have a say in how it's being used. What do you want? What's important to you? I want to know. What do you want? What do you need in your community? You can have these things. Build. The fact that the Biden administration, Biden, Democrat, okay, right? What does that mean? The fact that the Biden administration blocked the lifting of the intellectual property rights of the COVID-19 vaccine, didn't want it done in October of last year, when countries in the global south asked for it, knew the risks, right? We want the United States to be safe, great. Do we want other people to be safe? Do we include ourselves in the world? Are we part of the world? Do we care about them? Or do we only care about us? The fact that the United States, the Biden administration, the beacon of democracy in the world, right? It had to take thousands of people dying every day in India, catastrophic global crisis, people dying, tens, hundreds of thousands of cases, new cases every day, no place for people to bury the dead or cremate the dead, no place. Trauma. Violence. When we have a vaccine, we have to wait? No. Da pena. Shameful. And now, clock is ticking. Now, we're thinking about it. DK Global North, we're thinking about it. We're gonna talk about it. Get talk. We people need to make sure that we pressure, that we push, that we poke and prod and throw our money and our support and our time behind the people who are representing our interests. We're part of the global community. Fuck Pfizer. Fuck Moderna. Que fucking mierda, bro. Que economy. Que economy. Cuando les conviene, they give a fuck about the economy. Cuando les conviene to give millions, billions of dollars in tax cuts to corporations, there's no economy issue there. It's only when it's something for us, for the people. Fuck that. So, breathe. Arrive in this moment, in your body, where you are. Arrive. Look around. What can I do to make it better? Little, something little. Un granito. El mar. Thank you for joining me in the first episode of the second season. We'll see you every week for the next 10, 20 weeks. If you like the show, please be sure to like, subscribe, share, and let's talk. Let's talk. What's important to you? What's important to you? I want to know.